Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Amerock number BP8704 in a G10 finish. G10 is satin nickel, and this is a pair of double demountable half-inch overlay cabinet hinges in a satin nickel finish. This is available in 3 finish for polished brass, in the BB finished for burnished bronze, well, they call it burnished brass. It's a, I'm not going to say antique English, but that word comes to mind. It's a very deep tan, antique, very, very light antique brass type of color. Very warmed up gold tone, like if you took brown and gold, that might be somewhere in the range. Also available in an oil rubbed finish, which would be the ORB, and then of course the G10 satin nickel. So double demountable, that means that you're going to prep in both the face of the frame and the back side of the door a slot that will allow you to insert the hardware into the slot, and then you'll tighten the screw from the back end to clamp it, so to speak, onto the door and frame. Half-inch overlay is very simply this. If you stood in front of the opening, it's how far over the cutout, the frame clear opening, the door hangs. So in a half-inch, the door is removed, measure the inside, put your hand on the side of the opening, go half-inch over. That's how far the door overhangs. You know, half-inch overlay overlays the opening of the frame. So the door is literally larger than the hole, assuming it's half-inch all the way around. You know, the door would be 1 inch wider than the cutout. But it's for sure a half-inch on the hinge side of the door. Sold as pairs. When you buy one, you're buying a pair of them. You're going to get 2 of these. There are no screws included because these are double demountable. There's no fasteners, there's no surface screws. You will get some rubber pads. Sometimes there are little pieces of cork pads, self-adhesive, to put on the face of the frame so when the door closes. Clamping plates, which clamp the hinge to both the door and frame style. 3-way adjustability on that. Take a look at that claim of adjustability. I suppose the 3-way adjustability is configured, and the fact that you can move it, you know, in 3 axis by simply manipulating where you clamp the unit down to. In other types of hinges, especially European concealed, you literally have screws that will allow you to manipulate the positioning of the hinge to alter the door. This 3-way adjustability is literally going to be the hinge is loose in the frame, and then position it where you want, then tighten the screw. That's going to be your adjustability. Okay. Let's go over some basic dimensional properties. By the way, there is an antique English finish available from the factory, different than burnished brass. Antique English to me looks a bit more, has more green in it. Anyway, overall height of the hinge leaf, about 2 1/4, where it's going to go into the frame area. That half-inch, again, is going to be a reference from where how far over the door hangs. So there's really nothing to measure on here that's half-inch. It's, well, except that it's going to be basically the center line of the screw hole, the center line of the screw to the inside knuckle assembly. That'll be your half-inch. Okay. The amount that it wraps back to the face of the inside face of the jamb looks like it's about 5/8 of an inch. Okay. Very nice quality hinge. Of course, the name Amerock is synonymous with cabinet hardware, utterly synonymous. There is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can view not only all of the Amerock products that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog, which is really handy. I don't know if they continue to produce those. The one that we have is the most current I've been able to find. So it's a handy resource to refer to, even if it is out of date. Any questions on the Amerock? This is their part number. We call it AM for Amerock. BP is a bin pack. That's just a reference to how they're packaged and the quantity of them in a box. 8704 G10, satin nickel double demountable half-inch overlay partial wrap, self-closing hinge, half-inch overlay, partial wrap, tomato, or any other Amerock product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.